Good afternoon. I'm Matthew Peterson. I'm the owner of Home Watch Caregivers of New Haven, a home health care company based in New Haven and serving seniors and others throughout the greater New Haven metro area. I'm with Amanda Delorme. I'm sorry, Amanda.
Delorme.
Delorme. I always want to put the E on the end. I'm with Delorme from EnviroPro, who has a very interesting business in terms of cleaning and sanitizing services. Very, very appropriate for today's COVID environment. And with that, I will just introduce Amanda and to tell us more about your services. Thank you, Amanda.
Sure. Hi, everyone. Amanda Delorme of EnviroPro and Air Answers. I've been sterilizing businesses and homes for a couple of years now. I started working mainly with immunocompromised patients who needed their home sterilized before they entered it. So the services we provide are pretty much the easiest way to sterilize. I have an EPA registered product that puts out a dry fog and it sterilizes all surfaces in the area from 99.9999%. So it is used in both government and hospital buildings, and I'm pretty excited about it. Typically takes 4 hours or less, depending on the size of the building, and we do swab testing to prove that it's clean after testing. So that's pretty nifty. When it comes to working with commercial buildings, that's a little bit different. We do have the ability to sterilize those as well, but we also have the first ever COVID testing in the air quality. So we have the world's first machine that could do that. So I'm pretty excited about all of those.
Yeah, you honestly could not pick a better business to go into, given everything that's happened. Very very prescient on your part. And just tell me a little bit more about the types of people that you work with and individuals and businesses who who are the people who most need or most end up using your services.
Sure. So it varies, and obviously, COVID threw quite a different wind of clients in. Typically, we only had people sterilizing hospital or doctor's offices. Occasionally, we had clients that were using sensitive material that might need to be sterilized. But now that's all changed with a global pandemic. So clients that we're working with is pretty much anybody that feels that there might be a reason to sterilize. It could be a common cold going through the office or the retail store, or somebody's currently dealing with COVID and they're in the hospital. So we do sterilize all of those conditions. For our commercial clients, they are monitoring to see if COVID is active in the workplace, which is a wonderful tool to have. It's brand new. And in that case, we're also sterilizing those buildings. So it really ranges. We try to make it as cost effective as possible. I'm really proud of that. I come from the environmental science background, so this isn't a new business to me. I've been in it for years, so I'm pretty proud to say that we've maximized how you do it. So it's very cost effective.
Great. And you said it takes about 4 hours, and obviously, I assume the size of the space probably determines that. But is
Yeah.
this something that like people could use if you did my office, say, and you
Mhm.
came in tonight and did my office after me and my staff leave tomorrow morning, we'd be able to work lickety split?
Yep. So depending on the size of the building, we initialize the sterilization itself. We let it dissipate, and then it's safe to enter. So if it's a 500 square foot office versus a 2,500 square foot place, there might be an hour difference between the two, and when you can walk back in. But we say typically 4 hours or less.
That's terrific. And until I met you, I had no idea such a thing existed
Yeah,
as a standalone
it's
business.
pretty amazing. Yeah, we use a machine that essentially takes out the human error, so it won't negate any surfaces. I've done retail stores such as Ashley's Home Furniture, and we've sterilized every surface in their stores, and we've been testing them. So I'm very proud to say that we've definitely made it the most efficient that we can.
That is absolutely terrific. I'm sure there's a lot of people who are going to be watching these videos, whether they're business owners or certainly people who are in medical fields. And some of the physical therapists that I have relationships with are going to be very interested in speaking with you. And so speaking with you, what is the best way for people to get in touch with you?
I'm always available via email. I can share that link with you guys. I also have my cell phone on me. It's pretty much attached to my hip 24/7 because we never know when we're going to need to do a sterilization. My telephone number is 203-521-5999, but I'm sure we'll share that in the link.
Yeah, and we'll share your URL and link as well. But why don't you just give it to us as long as you're here?
Sure, it's www.EnviroProcleanerscom.
Okay, and you work through Greater New Haven. What is your geographic coverage here?
Pretty much all of Connecticut. I will take care of. I try to stay a little bit more centralized to the New Haven County. My business is based out of Orange, Connecticut.
Oh, terrific! So we're just down the street from each other. Is there anything else people need to know about you or your services? Or there have you worked with anyone who's like really unusual, or can tell something that maybe you would have thought, say, oh geez, I haven't really thought about someone like this needing my service?
I didn't really see the retail side of things coming. I know that obviously with COVID, that's changed everything, and it's definitely opened a whole world of possibility. Um, it's been very interesting to be able to go into retail stores and test and say, "Hey, look, this is like hospital grade clean. Has it ever been that way?" And just kind of having that conversation with them. And I really like to teach them all about the science, and I let them do the swab tests, so they get really excited about it.
Oh, this is really cool. It's obviously extremely relevant for the moment. Um, Extremely relevant for the moment, and I suspect something that will not be going away anytime soon. So thank you for joining us. And thank you everyone watching this video for joining me. Again, I'm Matthew Peterson. I'm the owner of Home Watch Caregivers of New Haven. We are a home health care company serving seniors and really anyone who needs help throughout the greater New Haven metro area. So obviously, please feel free to contact us if you or a family member needs some assistance. I can be reached at 203-646-8855. Amanda, thank you very much. And I hope to be speaking with you. I'm sure I'll end up working with you again soon. Thank you.
Thank you.